Welcome to today's video where we'll dive into Grant Cardone's 15 non-negotiable money tips. These principles have helped him create immense wealth and build successful businesses. From foundational rules like spending less than you earn to advanced strategies like investing in cash-flowing assets, this video is packed with transformative insights. Let's break down each tip, explore its meaning, and uncover its practical applications.
These are 15 tips that I have used over the last 45 years to create the wealth that I have. Keep in mind that I started with no money, no connections, no debt. I built a number of very successful businesses, and these 15 money tips I'm gonna share with you right now is hard and cruel and like tough as they're gonna feel to you. Okay, if you live by them, I promise you, you'll create wealth for yourself and your family. Okay, number one rule, never spend more than you earn. I have been doing this since I was 25 years old. If I don't have it, I don't spend it. If I make $2,000, I don't spend more than $2,000. Never spend more than you earn, and never count it until you have it. Just because you went out and made a big sale, money's not in yet. Don't go burn that money, don't go spend that money, and don't become obligated.
Grant's rule about not spending more than you earn is foundational, but it's easier said than done. For anyone just starting out, this mindset means building self-discipline and practicing delayed gratification, skills that not only build wealth but also shape character. Over time, sticking to this principle cultivates habits that reinforce financial independence. Avoiding debt for non-essential purchases can be challenging, but it is crucial to maintain stability. Tracking your income and expenses regularly ensures you're always in control of your finances. As you grow, you can focus on increasing your earning potential while keeping expenses proportionate. Ultimately, living below your means paves the way for long-term wealth and financial freedom.
Number two, if you can't write it off, do not buy it. All these rules, by the way, are for the come up. Once you create wealth and you're super rich and you've made it and you got Elon's money or Bill Gates' money or Warren Buffett's money, do whatever the hell you want. But this is for those of you on the come up. If you cannot write it off, refuse to buy it.
This idea of turning expenses into investments is brilliant if applied correctly. But for many starting entrepreneurs, understanding tax write-offs takes time and education. Make sure you're seeking advice from professionals to maximize these opportunities legally and effectively. Keep detailed records of all potential write-offs to ensure you're prepared during tax season. Learning about depreciation and business expense categories can significantly enhance your understanding of how to optimize deductions. Implementing this mindset early in your career will make you more strategic about spending. As you grow, leveraging write-offs will help you reinvest savings back into your business for continued expansion. Smart financial planning allows entrepreneurs to maximize profits while staying compliant with tax regulations.
Number three rule, know exactly what your cost of living is. It is shocking to me how many people absolutely have no idea how much income they make, how much their taxes are, how much their house payment, their car payment, their electric, their water, their utilities, what they're spending on their kids, eating out, Chipotle's, Ubering, like you don't know. If you don't know, you can't control what you're doing, okay? So the first thing you do is got to know exactly where every single penny is going.
Grant's advice here is spot on. Knowing your living costs down to the penny is a game changer. It's not just about budgeting, it's about being honest with yourself. Once you have clarity, you can create realistic financial goals and avoid the trap of overspending. A thorough understanding of your expenses also helps in identifying areas where you can cut costs. This financial clarity can free up resources to invest in opportunities that generate passive income. By keeping a detailed record of your living expenses, you can anticipate financial challenges before they arise. Ultimately, knowing your numbers builds confidence and ensures that every financial decision aligns with your long-term goals.
Number four, never loan money to anyone, ever. Listen to me, you're not a bank. You're not an ATM, you're not a credit card, okay? You got a name, it ain't MasterCard. It is, I need to make money, I need to take care of family, I need to take care of my business, I need to get my wealth right, I need to create wealth, and then, and not even then, would you ever loan money to anyone, especially friends and family, okay? Do not do it, I'm telling you. Don't solve their money problem. all they're gonna do is suck you into their money problem. So number 4, I have never done this. I've done this one time in literally 30 years, okay? And that time I was disappointed. Never loan money to anyone. If they can't get it from a bank, they shouldn't be able to get it from you. Number 5, invest only in assets that cash flow. Now, I get a lot of hate on this one because that would exclude you buying a home. Yes, you would not buy a home because the home does not cash flow. When you buy a house on a 30-year mortgage, you're the one that's cash flowing the house. The house does not cash flow you. And this is why I tell you, on the come up, invest in things that cash flow. Rather than buying a car that does not cash flow, why don't you buy a car that you could rent out to the world that would cash flow? Then I would be like, yeah, buy the car. You want to buy a Lamborghini and rent it out every weekend and then you get cash flow? Cool. You want to buy a house, 4 units that cash flows, and you want to live in one of the units for free? Cool, that cash flows. You want to live in a house that you have to feed and pay? You got to pay a mortgage, you got to pay interest, you got to pay maintenance, you got to pay property taxes, you got to pay for the broker fees? Don't do it. It doesn't cash flow. If it don't cash flow, I say no, period.
Grant's cash flow rule is powerful for anyone looking to build real wealth. However, for beginners, the challenge lies in identifying what qualifies as a cash-flowing asset. Start small. Investing in rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or even side hustles can pave the way. It's also important to continuously evaluate your assets and ensure they remain profitable over time. Creating multiple streams of income helps mitigate risks and ensures consistent cash flow. Building financial literacy around cash flow management can help you scale your investments strategically. Remember, cash flow isn't just about making money. It's about having the freedom to reinvest, grow, and live life on your terms. Staying disciplined with this principle builds a strong financial foundation that can withstand market fluctuations.
Number 6, never gamble with money unless you know for sure you're gonna win.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Do not gamble with money. Quit gambling on the stock market. Quit gambling on NFTs. Quit gambling on cryptos. Quit going to casinos. Do not put a quarter in a jackpot machine. Oh, it's just a quarter. Look, if it's just a quarter, you'll never end up rich. If you ever use the word just or it's not much in front of any number, any financial number, you will never end up with money because you're not treating it seriously, okay? Never gamble with your money. Never gamble with my money. Never gamble, period. Number 7, limit all discretionary spending to passive income. What that means is discretionary. I don't need it. I absolutely don't have to have this. It's not a must-have. It's like on a scale to 5, it's like maybe a 3, 4, or 5. 1s and 2s you gotta do. 3s, maybe. 4, not necessary. 5, stupid. Discretionary spending should only be done out of passive income. Passive income is not income that I traded time to get, but I made an investment in something that continues to pay me. And that is the only time I will buy the yacht trip, the watch, the bracelet, the necklace is out of passive income earned from an investment, not earned from me trading time for some income. Number 8, credit cards should be paid off every month. Visa, MasterCard, and the American Express is good for one thing. It's like my little accounting, my free accounting program, okay? I bang everything with a credit card so I can track my spending. At the end of 30 days, I pay it off. In, 40 years that I've had credit cards, my interest, I'll bet you I can count the total interest paid to American Express, Visa, MasterCard, which I have put tens of millions of dollars on. I'll bet you it has not amounted to more than $1,000 worth of interest over 40 years, believe it or not, okay? Why? Because I pay everything off. The only time we paid any interest is somebody missed something and didn't pay it in the first 30 days, okay? It was some fluke. It was not intentional. Pay off your credit cards every month. Don't throw them away. Do not cut them in half like Dave told you to do. Don't get rid of your credit cards. You actually need credit cards. I'm gonna bang the credit card. It makes me legitimate. I'm gonna go to the restaurant, hit the credit card. I'm not gonna pay with cash. You don't wanna keep cash because cash is stolen, cash depreciates, cash is lost, and when you have cash, you overspend. Use your credit card, bang it. End of the month, you gotta pay it.
This tip isn't just about avoiding interest, it's about fostering accountability. Reviewing your credit card statement forces you to confront your spending habits. For those on the come up, it's a necessary reality check and a tool for smarter financial decisions. Staying on top of your payments also builds your credit score, which is essential for securing loans or other financial opportunities. Automating payments can ensure you never miss a deadline while minimizing stress. Developing the habit of paying off your balance teaches financial discipline and creates peace of mind. Over time, this practice can save you thousands of dollars and position you as a reliable borrower. Being proactive about your credit allows you to focus on wealth-building opportunities without unnecessary financial setbacks.
Okay, number 9, lease and rent until you got the big racks. Until you're super wealthy, I'm telling you, lease it and rent it. Don't own it. Okay, you don't need to own it. Use it. Use the rental car. Okay, use everything you can with no obligation to ownership. Don't obligate yourself to a 20 or 30-year mortgage or a 7-year loan if you could simply do a 24-month lease on a piece of equipment. If you look at all the banks, Wells Fargo, they don't own any of their real estate. Bank of America, they don't own any of their real estate, okay? Most of these companies don't own, they lease. JP Morgan leases most of the property they have in New York City. So who are you to, I gotta own my own building, okay? Why do you think like that? Lease and rent until you have massive wealth. And even then, you might wanna lease and rent. Number 10, quit collecting stuff and start collecting assets. It's an asset game, not a bracelet game. You guys got your watches and your necklaces and all your gold and your glitter. You're collecting glitter and I'm collecting assets. I'm putting some ET on my ass. I'm collecting real properties that cash flow, and you're collecting bracelets that break, okay? Get assets, don't get stuff. Number 11, quit paying your kids allowances, okay? Your kids do not deserve an allowance. They deserve an opportunity to work for you and then pay them. So my kids have never gotten allowances in their life. I don't even know if they know what the word allowance means. They work and we pay them. We have them on a contract. Both of our kids are on contracts. Once a year they get paid. They are then required by contract to deliver a certain number of chores and duties and work in order for that money to be valid on that contract. Number 12, never mix business accounts with personal accounts, ever. Do not mix these accounts. When I'm using a credit card, I might have my American Express be my business card and Visa be my personal card. So that at the end of the year or in an audit, the IRS says, well, why was this for business? Everything on this card is business and everything over here is personal, okay? But never mix these two accounts. You don't mix personal and business. Once I take it out of the business, I put it into my personal account. I don't take my personal account and dump it back into my business. Okay, 13, keep separate accounts when you're married. You guys that are just sleeping together, definitely keep separate accounts. There's no reason to commingle your accounts, okay? Even when you get married, there's zero reason to do this. Keep each person accountable, okay? You got this much money, I got this much money. If you guys are sharing money out of the business or you're sharing how you pay for things, whatever, have separate accounts. My wife and I have separate accounts. It's not because I don't trust her, it's because I do trust her, okay? I trust her to grow her money and to look at her money, okay? We take care of things. We know how we have things divided up, but we have separate accounts. This will also protect you guys that are living with someone that is irresponsible. And you know that happens. Okay, one person's very responsible and the other person's not paying attention. When you have separate accounts, both people have to pay attention. Sooner or later, the guy or the gal, whoever, that's irresponsible is going to end up with no money in their account, and the other person that's responsible is going to end up being the healthy partner. And what you want to find out in that situation is who's healthy, who needs to be corrected, who needs to be held accountable so you can fix it. All right, 14, if you're doing business with somebody, if they won't discuss their finances, you run as fast as you can. If you're going to do business with somebody, you're going to invest money in somebody's business. If you're going to invest money in a project, if you're going to invest money in real estate, and they won't tell you what their personal finances look like, their business finances, if they won't show you inside their accounts, their banks, their bankruptcy, their history, their cash accounts, their investment accounts, their income, if they won't show you, I'm telling you, don't run, fly, and fly as fast as you can. Okay, 15, avoid all people that have money problems. Avoid them. Run from them like the plague. They have a problem, and that problem is contagious. Their money problems will become your money problems. Let them go fix those if they can, and then come back. And I know what you're gonna tell me. You're gonna be like, oh, Grant, man, it's all about the money with you. That's why it's called the non-negotiable money tips. This is about money, okay? I'm staying away from people that got money problems. If I'm a real friend of yours, and I'm going through trouble right now, why would I want to bring my trouble to you? Stay away from people that have money problems, okay?
While avoiding people with money problems sounds harsh, Grant's point isn't about judgment, it's about focus. Surrounding yourself with financially responsible people creates an environment of growth and accountability, which is critical for success. Positive influences encourage good financial habits and provide motivation to stay on track. At the same time, you can learn from the success stories and strategies of those who have already achieved financial freedom. Building relationships with like-minded individuals fosters collaboration and opens doors to new opportunities. Remember, the people you spend the most time with have a significant impact on your mindset and decision-making. Protect your focus and energy by maintaining boundaries with those who might derail your progress. In the long run, aligning yourself with financially savvy individuals helps sustain your momentum and success.
These money tips have put me in a position, learning over the last 30 years has put me in a position to really study the money game. How much do I need? How do I account for it? Who do I do business with? How do I create real wealth? How do I create passive income? How do I avoid the tax man? How do I reduce the number one expense? How do I finally get one day to where I deserve to be so that I can take care of the people around me? Okay, not handouts, so I can take care of me and the people around me and actually provide for other people some stability. Look, money won't make you happy, but it'll pay for everything. Okay, it pays for everything, literally everything. Better healthcare, freedom, options, like everything you want in life, it will require a check, a credit card, some kind of exchange. If you want more money, live by these money tips, and I promise you, if you just stay disciplined on this, make this a code for you and your family, I promise you, you'll create the wealth you deserve.
Here is my conclusion. Grant's non-negotiable money tips offer a powerful roadmap for building wealth and achieving financial independence. By adopting these principles, avoiding overspending, focusing on cash-flowing investments, and maintaining a disciplined mindset, you can set yourself up for lasting success. Which of these tips do you find most impactful? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, success starts with small, consistent actions. Thank you for watching Nova Society. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.